my table, you see already one big mess. What I'm going to do, I think you already have a little idea. I'm going to make two centerpieces for the Christmas. And of course, I'm going to use some simple wooden tray. They are only €1, so they are very cheap. And the rest, everything is what I already had in my garage, so everything is for free. I am going to use some different greeneries I also collected over the years. You see here already they have the price tags on it, but I still didn't use them, so they are still new, already a little couple of years already old. I have my stars. I bought them last year. I have 3 of them. I'm going to use some hydrangeas, some green ones, some red ones, and of course some pine cones in the neutral wood color. I am going to use my styrofoam, and I will leave the plastic over it because I'm going to use it this way. You see already, this is how I will glue it inside of our tray, and I will do the greenery through and the hydrangeas and the Christmas bulbs through it. I have some red shatterproof ornaments, of course in the red color. I always love the red color. I have some ribbon, of course, with a little truck. So it is Merry Christmas, and I will do it together with the red one. And I have my, I don't know, here in the Netherlands we call it krammetjes. I don't know how you call it in English, but I always love this kind of krammetjes to work with. And of course my glue gun, not to forget, because I will glue everything together. And at the end I will use some furniture wax just to make my little centerpiece a little bit more waterproof. So I'm going to do a layer on top of here. So, but you see already a lot of mess on my table, and I am going to show you how I make my centerpiece, but I will do that with some music so you don't get bored with my talking. So I will put you on the stand and then I show you how I make my centerpiece. So you see already I brought in the green base around it. So I did a layer of this kind of greenery, but you can use anything you like. Later on I did a layer of this kind of greenery. So now what we're going to do right now is just take a star. Later on I probably give it a color in the black color, but I don't know yet if I distress it or not. But for now it keeps green. I'm going to remove the wire of the little rope, and then we are going to take some pins and we are going to do it this way inside of our styrofoam. See already he is starting to look already like a nice centerpiece. What I'm going to do, because you see the middle is still open, what I'm going to do with that is just going to use this greenery picks, and I'm just going to work my way, just push them in, and I'm just have some branches and I'm just pulling the tops off, and I'm just going to work with it and just place them inside of here until he is totally with this kind of greenery. So just work your way with it so he is totally full. going to do, because I find it a little bit plain in the middle, I'm going to take some neutral tone pine cones, and of course I'm going to glue one inside of here, and then I'm going to do on each side also one pine cone. Said earlier, I will paint the star inside of my centerpiece with the black color, but I show you a little bit what I mean. This is just another star, also the same I have in the centerpiece, and I just going to take some black school board paint, and I'm going to dab it a little pieces of black on top of our star. But this is telling me a little bit better than I show it to you in my centerpiece. But you see now, right now, what I mean. So for the finishing touch, because our little pieces already, centerpiece is ready, but I'm going to take two pieces of ribbon, of course. Our ribbon with the little trucks on side of it. I ordered this one on AliExpress, and a simple, very red ribbon. So what I'm going to do, because this one is not two-sided, only one side has the print on it, and I want to don't want to have a totally bow. I just want to have some pieces of bow. So what I'm going to do is just take a little, I think three trucks, and just cut it off, and just do also with the red, measure out the same as the cute little trucks. And what I'm going to do, just fold it together this way and just make a little fistile. That's one. And of course we also do the other side. Just fold it together and just cut it off. So easy. And just fold this one together. So you have two halves of the red and two halves of the white, of the little trucks, the white. I mean the little trucks, this way. And what I'm going to do, I just take one of the reds, layer a little bit sideways the little truck. I do the other red, also a little bit sideways, and the other truck, this way. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squeeze it a little bit, so make a little top on here. I'm just going to take a little piece of a wire. Of course, I should have done that already before I did this, but it's still possible. So I'm just going to take a little piece of wire, just fold it over it, and just squeeze it as hard as you can. And now I have a little piece of, and you see here, just work a little bit with it so it gives a little nice fistile. And I'm going to take also again just a same pin, and I'm going to work the pin behind the wire or through your fabric. It's also, you see here, I have it over here, and this is, and now I'm going to move this aside so you can see. I'm going to do it under our little Christmas ball, in between the green And I'm just going to work my way inside of here. I have to look a little bit, so I have it inside of my styrofoam. Because it has to stay in. And just squeeze it in and just put your ribbon again and just work a little bit with it so it's looking nice on the sides. You see here? Now you have your 4 pieces, and this is a little bit how it's looking like. I will do the other side and then I show you the end result.